Most agents ignore seller leads that only give a property address, but I found a way to identify which ones are ready to sell and to turn them into closed deals. So here are the address only seller leads that I was talking about. If you don't have any of these or you're looking for leads, the easiest way is to jump into my free school community. Go to school.com/ads. It'll be in the pinned comment below. It's free to join. You just click join group. Join group. Once you join, you can go in. There's a whole series of resources, a video course. It's all completely free, so definitely check it out if you do need leads. So let's jump back over. So these are the partial seller leads. So what we do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on estimated home value. This is in Lofty, but this works in a bunch of other websites as well. Click partial leads. We're going to click estimated home value, and then we're going to use something called the search for owners functionality. This is a reverse lookup. So it's going to look based on the address. We're going to click search. It's going to click agree. It charges 30 cents to do this. We're going to click confirm. And what it will do is it will search for phone numbers and people that match this particular address. And the reason I'm doing this one is because it's $7.943 million. So if you find the right contact information for this person, it's going to be super lucrative because one of these deals is going to pay for a lot of lead generation and a lot of just business in general. So while we wait for the reverse lookup to happen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about something called the door knock feature within Lofty. So the great thing is here, we're going to find phone numbers for a lot of these, but some of them we're not going to. And some of them, even when we do have phone numbers, we may not be able to get them on the phone. That's just the nature of lead generation and prospecting, as I'm sure you successful agents know. So we're going to want to be able to visit them in person if they're within our market and they're a high value lead. So in the help section here for Lofty, I'll just walk you through. This is only available on the app. So what happens is when you have a partial lead and you click door knock on the app, it's going to pull up all the partial leads you have and a map. So you can see around where you are or where you want to service. And then you can go through the app and you can decide if you want to door knock. When you door knock them, you can actually change the status from not visited to nurturing to whatever. You can leave notes and then it creates a lead for them that you update in Lofty. And when you do get their contact information, for instance, when you door knock them and build some rapport, then you can go ahead and you can reach out to them and follow up as time goes on. The great thing too is once you've door knocked them and you have a conversation, you get their email and their cell phone number. You can set up a sold property search around them and say, hey, a lot of our customers really love when we keep them updated when neighbors sell around them. Would you like us to do that for you? And when they say yes, boom, you get their email address. You're keeping them updated with something that pretty much every person who owns a property wants to know, what the value of their property is doing, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. So let's quickly jump back here. This is still searching. So we go down here and this is, as I said, this is only available on the app. The cool thing is you can set a path of, hey, I want to visit these 5 or these 10 or 20 properties and click visit, and it will actually push it to the Google Maps functionality of your phone and show you exactly where to walk. So you just follow your phone to walk to these different properties and door knock them. So when this is done searching, it usually will find a particular owner, or sometimes it will find multiple ones. Then you can click through and decide which one, and then you can convert it to a full, what we call a full registration lead, and you can start calling them. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and I'm going to show you if you don't get the contact information, which often does happen, and you still don't want to waste these leads, but you have their full address, you can go ahead and you can send letters and postcards automatically within Lofty, meaning a specific templated postcard and a specific templated letter that will warm them up and get them to contact you and enrich that lead and get more information. So we've gotten results on the search for owners function here. So this particular one actually has 10 matches. So you can go through and you can decide which one you're going to, or which series of ones you're going to add and have the contact information. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and you can create a lead out of it. So you basically convert it from a partial lead, which is just address only, to a full seller lead. And then you can call, text, do all that sort of stuff within the system. So I'm going to select this one right here, click next, and then it's going to go ahead, it's going to populate the first name, the last name, all the different information, whatever you want. You want to maybe turn the call opt-in, text, or email opt-in, if that makes sense. This one we actually don't have, we actually do have the email for it. So what I would do is I would do call, text, and that I would opt it in like that. Scroll down, I would click save. and then it's going to convert it to a full registration lead. So if we go into this particular White Glove customers leads, we can see now instead of the 58 partial leads, there's 57 because we converted one. So just so you know, this is actually in the Lofty CRM for a customer that I do White Glove setup for. So I'm generating these leads for this particular customer. And in fact, this is their campaign. So in Google Ads, this particular customer's actually got the last 14 days, 76 seller leads for $6.60 per lead. Really good conversion rate. And the best thing about these leads is the audience signal is people that are purchasing a home soon. We know that they're going to purchase a home soon because Google tracks that sort of thing. They may have already found a home to purchase. They're a validated homeowner, and then they're searching for an appraisal on their property. So this is really, really, really good. In fact, if they do an address only lead, it sometimes is better because it means they're guarding their personal information. So other realtors likely don't have it, which means that you may be the only one that door knocks or calls them. So it's yours to lose, basically. So if we go back here, we can see there's 22 full registration leads in the last couple weeks. And then there's the 57 partial leads. And we can go in and we can click through and just deal with the lead as it's a normal lead, call, text, leave notes, all that good stuff. So if you don't get the contact information like this particular example with Habib, what you can do is you can send them a letter and send them a postcard. So let's jump right into that. Before I jump into this, I just wanted to remind you, if you don't have enough lead flow for seller leads or buyer leads, or just in general, you're not making enough money in real estate, make sure to click the pinned comment below and jump into the free Google Ads Masterclass. This particular community is 13,000 realtors strong. I created a free 24-hour video course that you can learn how to do this on your own, as well as we do live trainings. All of it's completely free. Check it out. So in this particular smart plan that I've created, it's called partial seller lead, launch ready white glove. So this is what I provide for people that are in the white glove, which is what I set the leads up for them, optimize it, get them a really low cost per lead for really high intent leads, because I've been doing this for a long time. So first things first is we're going to send a letter. So the ones that we actually can't get in contact with, or we don't have their phone number, their email, but we just have that particular address and we believe they're a really good lead as far as high value, of course, is click on it and you can select a postcard design. I've selected, a letter design. This is the particular one that I've selected here. You can do homes for sale in the area, homes that we've sold, something that's going to endear them to you and get them to contact you with some sort of compelling offer. A home evaluation could be a good one. I find what works a lot better is saying, hey, click here to get a list of home sales in your area. And then what that does is it makes them enrich the lead so you get more contact information, or maybe valid contact information if you don't have it. And then you can start sending them maybe weekly or bi-weekly, the sales that are happening in their neighborhood. Every homeowner wants that. So we can see the preview here. We can see how the delivery options are. In this particular case, it's first class, meaning 4 to 6 business days. If we go back and actually just click edit in this, I can show you what the cost of everything is, because there's a little bit of an extra cost for sending letters and sending postcards, but it's actually really reasonable. So if we scroll down, the first class, which is the fast one, is 4 to 6 business days. You have to put in your return address. This is just a placeholder one that I have right now. But the price to send letters is $1.10 for black and white and $1.11 for color, which is amazing. So for standard first class mail, it's $1.49 and it's $1.55 for color. So this is a really, really ineffective. This is a really effective, cost-effective way to get in touch with people that have raised their hand and said, hey, I want to sell this property. I'm a validated homeowner and I'm ready to purchase a property soon. I may already even have one in mind. So this is a really, really powerful way to do it. So letter, postcard is very, very similar with the postcard. This is the postcard that I've chosen. You can choose basically whatever you want here, but I find that instead of saying, hey, get a home appraisal or get a valuation on your property, every agent offers that. What I recommend doing is offering them something that agents typically don't offer. So, hey, get a list of the most recent sales that are exactly like your home in your market. If somebody's really interested in selling, they're going to want to know what those are. Make it a link, make it a landing page, maybe even a QR code. Really, really powerful stuff. Again, if you're struggling to get leads and you want to get leads like this, and you want to get seller leads or buyer leads for really, really, really inexpensive cost, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've actually spent over $100,000 in the first number of years doing it. And I was getting leads for around $1 per lead average for buyer leads. And right now we get seller leads, in this case, for around $5 per lead. So $6.60 per lead, so $5 to $10 per lead for high intent seller leads. So go to the pinned comment below, join the school community. If you would like more content like this, comment in that community about what you would like, and I'll film stuff and I'll provide exactly what you're looking for. So I will see you in the community, and I will see you in the next video.